Welcome back to Cooking Matters. My name is Collin Spear. I'm with the Lost River Market and Deli. We're here with lesson 5, and today's recipe is turkey tacos. Today's ingredients are 1 zucchini. This can be substituted for a carrot or a sweet potato. 1/4 of a medium head lettuce. 2 large tomatoes. 4 ounces of low fat cheddar. Can of pinto beans. A pound of lean ground turkey. Can of diced or crushed, no salt added tomatoes. Tablespoon of chili powder. A teaspoon of garlic powder. A teaspoon of dried oregano. A half a teaspoon of salt. And a half teaspoon of ground black pepper, in addition to 16 taco shells. Now, when shopping for your recipes, you can always look for alternatives to vegetables. So I have fresh vegetables here, but if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, you could always use frozen. Frozen has near the same nutrients that a fresh piece of produce would have, and it would be sometimes even half the price. Same goes for things like tomatoes. You could do potatoes, sorts of berries, really any produce you can think of. The cooking utensils you'll need for today's recipe are a grater for your cheese and zucchini, or potato or carrot, a can opener to open your cans, a colander to drain your cans, a large skillet, some various measuring spoons, a large sharp chef's knife, and a veggie peeler cutting board. When cooking, we try to eat by the My Plate guidelines. Now, each Cooking Matters recipe will have at least 3 of the 5 My Plate categories. Today's recipe has all 5. We have fruit, vegetable, protein, grain, and dairy. All 5. Now, our first step to cooking and prepping is to rinse all of our produce off. You'll want to rinse your head lettuce very well, you'll want to rinse your zucchini very well, and you'll definitely want to rinse your tomatoes. By rinsing these off, you will be knocking any excess germs or dirt off of the produce that you have. Our first ingredient that we are going to prep is going to be our zucchini. Now, you could also be using carrot or sweet potato. If you're using a carrot or sweet potato, you want to use your vegetable peeler to peel the entire vegetable off and prepare it. For the zucchini, all we're going to do is take our chef's knife and we're going to slice off the top, move that to the side, keep your fingers back, and slice off the bottom. Once you have prepped your carrot, zucchini, or sweet potato, we're going to go ahead and grab a bowl, set it on a flat surface so it's stable, and grab your grater, and we're going to use the smaller grate here. So we're going to stick that in our bowl and take our vegetable and shred it all up. We're going to want to use the whole vegetable. In this case, it is a zucchini. Once you have completed shredding your vegetable, it should look about like this, nice and shredded, fine, but it's still a little wet. There's a lot of moisture in there. So what we're going to do, for the sake of this cooking batter, we're going to take some paper towels, maybe just 4 or 5, and we're going to just squeeze our vegetable with them. And this will take out a bunch of the moisture and allow the vegetable to crisp up in the pan more. Just like this. And then once you've squeezed all of your vegetables out and gotten all the moisture, you go ahead and throw the paper towels away. We're going to work on our head lettuce next. You want to use 1/4 of this, so you just go ahead and slice 1/4 of it. Just like that. You can set the rest of it aside, just like this, with 1/4 of it. Now we're going to shred this. Now the way we're going to shred this is we're going to get it into a nice neat pile, such as this. Take our knife, keep all of our fingers back, especially our thumb. Don't want to lose those. And we're just going to kind of rock these, and we're going to move the knife slowly in little increments about the width of a normal lettuce shred. And so once we've done that, what you'll see is we'll just have little shreds of lettuce. Once we have rinsed our tomatoes and taken the stickers off of them, we're going to go ahead and cut off the top stem part, just like that, and then we're going to slice around the core, just like that, so we can take the core out of it. And we're going to chop these. We'll make one cuts like this. And then once you have them like that, we're just going to line them all up evenly and rock your knife back and forth across them into little cubes. We are now going to grate our cheddar. We're going to want 4 ounces of cheddar, which is going to be about 1/3 of the block. So just pick your desired cheese shred size and get to shred. Next, we're going to want to grab our can of beans and our can opener. Open this can of beans up, and we're going to want to dump our beans into our colander over a sink and drain them. And then once the beans have been drained, rinse water over the top of them and shake them out until they're dry. Alright, we have heated our pan to medium-high heat, and we've put a little oil in it to help the meat not stick, and we're going to go ahead and add in our turkey to the pan, just like this. We're going to take our spatula and move it around in the pan, kind of break it up, and we're going to cook this until it's brown. Turkey has browned, about like this. We're going to go ahead and add in our can of diced tomatoes, juice and all, like that. We're going to go ahead and add in our drained beans from our colander. We're going to go ahead and add in our zucchini, shredded zucchini, to the pan, and then your spices. I've measured mine out, take them all up here, and distribute them evenly throughout the pan. Once you've done all this, you can go ahead and mix this in all together. Now we're going to cook this down once it's all mixed together for about 20 minutes or until the sauce thickens. Once this has cooked down and it's a thicker, like taco filling consistency, we'll go ahead and grab a large bowl, take our pan and empty our mixture out into our pan, like so. And we're ready to plate. Grab your shell here, and we're going to fill the shell with about 2 tablespoons of your filling here. Just enough to cover the bottom. And you'll want to get a nice balance of all the vegetables and turkey that's in it. Just like that. And then we're going to top with some of our fresh diced tomato, some of our shredded cheese, and a tablespoon cheese, and then some of our slivered head lettuce. And that's that. You can repeat for the rest of your shells. It's beautiful, beautiful taco.